Alright, hello everyone, you're welcome back once again. My name is Victor Digomore here, and we are, as we promised, we are solving the 2025 WAEC examination mathematics that was written. We are solving the questions to help our students to see how they supposed to have solved the question, to help intending candidates to also see how we approach these questions and then prepare themselves ahead of any other time they are going to be writing this WAEC exams or any other related exam. All right, you will see that we have solved two questions already in the previous classes, and we are looking at question number 3. Question number 3 says a company installs solar panels in its premises to reduce its electricity costs. The monthly savings on electricity in dollars is modeled by S. Is modeled by S equals to 200 plus 50x minus 2x squared, where X is the number of months after installation. It says A, at what time? Months are in time, the time. So at what time will the savings on the electricity stop increasing? Stop increasing. That question. Let me, bring this explanation within here. Look at this. Does it look like y equals to ax squared plus bx plus c? Yes, if it looks like it, then this is a quadratic expression, we know. And this quadratic expression, when you plot the graph, it will be in this form, this parabola, or in this form, U-shaped or N-shaped. Now, the implication is that when you have something like this, you are having ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. The graph of this, when this coefficient of the second degree term, when this coefficient is positive, the graph will be U-shaped. But when the coefficient of this second degree term, you have minus a squared minus ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. When this coefficient is negative, the curve will be N-shaped. I am coming from there. This parabola will be U-shaped or N-shaped depending on the situation that is happening here and here. Do we get? So I am sure you are already picturing how the curve of this expression will look like, that it will be in this form. So that is why we are talking about a maximum in that statement. What time will the savings on the electricity stop increasing? So there will be a continuous increase, and at a point the increase will stop and the thing will begin to descend, start coming down. Do you see the implication here? Whereas this one, there will be a decrease at a minimum value point, the thing will start increasing. Also take note that what we are talking here is a plot on the Cartesian plane that can be like this, and this can be in this form. So this maximum point will rest on a particular s value. Okay, now I need you to understand with me that when you are talking about a maximum point here, okay, when you're talking about something like this, you will be talking about an x value. You'll be talking about an x value, and this x value, we call it this line now, we call it the line of symmetry. This line of symmetry, ordinarily, what's the meaning of line of symmetry? A line of symmetry is a line that shares a plane shape into two equal halves. So if this is a curve and there is a line that can share this shape now, this curve now, there is a line that can share it into two equal halves. We say that that line is the line of symmetry, and there is an equation that gives us that. So we will use the equation of the line of symmetry, the equation of the line of symmetry, to obtain an x. Remember, this x is number of months, and x upon which this increment, will stop and decrement will now commence. So that equation of line of symmetry given by x is, which is x, is given by minus b over 2a. Okay, so let's now go back and look at this place. Look at this equation and then use this to obtain that value of x that divides this curve that describes the increment and the decrement into two equal halves, because at the topmost point here is the maximum point where decrement will now commence. So this equation gives us that line. This is the value of x for that. So let's find, and you know that they said that x is what time? That x is the time. So that x will be x equals to, what is minus b? Permit me to reduce this thing. So let me put it here. S equals to 100 plus 25 x minus x squared. They are the same thing. I just divided everything here by 2 so that I can be using my, this is coefficient of s squared here is minus 1. B is 25. So I'll have minus 25 all over 2a bracket minus 1. So this x is 25 over 2, which is 12.5, meaning 12.5 months. 12.5 months. 12.5 months. That's the time when the savings on the electricity will stop increasing. We've answered question A. And then question B is find the maximum savings. The maximum savings is what will happen to this f. Do we get? Because that is, this thing now is the equation of x. So x is going like this, going like this, going like this. The maximum here. Okay. So we are plotting s here against this x. If it is in this one, you'll be talking about y and x axis. Do you understand? So here, this s is representing our y axis. So the maximum value of y will be the topmost point, the maximum point of that curve. What value will be? Value of x will be there. Just carry this value of x and plug it inside this equation and get it. That's simply what it is. So you are talking about s, that's b, s equals to 100 plus 25 in bracket 25 over 2, then minus 25 over 2 all squared. That's what you're talking there. So you have 100 plus 25 times 25. By my calculation, is 625. So is 625, 625 over 2 minus 625 over 4. So I have s equals to 100 over 1 plus 625 over 2 minus 625 over 4. The LCM here is going to be 4. 1 divided 4, 4 times this is 400 plus 2 divided is 2, 2 times 625. By my calculation is 1,250. 1,250. Okay? Minus 4 divided 4, 1 times this is 625. We'll do this addition and do this subtraction. 400 and this will give me 1,625 minus 625 over 4. So 1,625 minus 625 by my calculation is 1025 all over 4. And that gave me S, the maximum savings to be in dollars. In dollars to be 256, 256.25. Okay, so this is what is needed in that question. I have 2 more questions in this section to solve. Please, you have to follow the class. I have question 4 and question 5 left. I need to solve them. This is question 3. You have to subscribe to the channel so that and click on the notification button so that you can follow what we are doing. Please, if this class you think it is helpful to someone out there, don't hesitate to share it. Please, and when you are doing that, you are also encouraging us and also helping somebody out there, and I believe you will do that. Thank you so much for being there.